fall is the time for harvest. So summer is ending, the heat is going away, the big full moons are coming, the harvest moons, and we're going to harvest. We are seriously going to harvest. It is going to be a very good Thanksgiving coming up, and an extraordinary Christmas for many people, because we are going to be fully launched for sure. I'm saying, I said it, harvest moon. By harvest moon, we're going to be harvesting. So programmers are telling me could be days to a week or so. They didn't understand a few things about the compensation plan. That's why it's taken so long. But now they get it, and now they're super excited because I offered them full-time money forever and ever from the admin position, very large amount of it. So they're very, very motivated to get this finished. So I was just going over the pre-build on the 2x matrix, 2x15 matrix, $20 buys you a product and cranks out to you as it builds out through 15 levels. It cranks out to you over $65,000 every month. Everybody keeping their product activated, which they will, because they, again, want everybody else to keep theirs activated so they can all collect. So everybody will not, no one, let me reword this a little bit. That didn't come out right. Everybody is going to keep at least one avatar activated because everybody wants to have $65,000 a month coming in. So it's a pretty inevitable thing. Very simple, very easy. 2 people, you know, it just takes 2. Everybody getting there 2 makes it happen, makes it rock and roll. So we've been doing this build out, this pre-build on this 2x matrix. There's already people down in the 12th level now, possibly even lower than that, because I haven't finished putting all the names in there of people that have bought the VIPs. But so far, you know, we're already reaching down to the 12th level. That means there's only 3 more levels to go before we actually have people sitting on the 15th level of this thing, and we have not even gone to launch yet. So that's pretty cool and pretty exciting. And that means that some of you have people down that low, you know, their group's already reaching down into those lower levels, those bigger levels. So anyway, thing is, as we've been doing this pre-build, as you know, there's a position at the very, very top that has been reserved for people who want to invest in it. They can buy a percentage of it. Whatever money goes in there every month, you'll be able to, you know, get your part of it depending on how much of it you bought. So we started out selling that pretty cheap. And over the last few weeks, it's gone up, 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 up. So now 1% of it is priced at what you're going to get out of it is if you buy $100 worth of it, you'll get just under 1%, just under 1% of it. So you can buy it in increments of $25 and $50. We've dropped the price down now to let everybody participate a little bit more, down to $25. So you'll get a small percentage of it. Today's pricing on that, the percentage you would get for $25 is, pull that up. I have to get to the right screen. So for $25, you would get 0.10%. 0.10%. So give me 1 second. I'm going to make a notation here. It will give you something in there of it that you know you're always going to be getting that. So whatever money's collected in that very, very top position, if you bought a percentage of it every month, you're going to get paid that percentage. So for instance, if you owned say 10% of it, if you own 10%, you'd be looking at $6,553 every month. Now, 10% of it would cost you right at $1,000. So quite a bit. But for $25, you can get a little piece of it. And just know it's just going to keep paying to you month after month after month after month after month after month. And if there's more people have more than one avatar and they're activated, or they've activated some of the other artificial or digital services, it's just going to bump up that amount every single month. Now, something else we've got that you can obtain. There is a position that is sitting on the, let me go into this screen so I can see where it is. Now we are talking about the build out on the Avatar pre-launch, not the NMAS Money Train pre-launch. So there's two programs about to be launched with this very, very lucrative 2x force fed matrix payout plan. And so there's this position, they're called leadership positions, and they are for sale. So downline has already been built underneath them. I have one position right now that has right at almost 100 people underneath it in the pre-build, and it is for sale for $2,000. Somebody can own it outright for $2,000. This is so far our strongest position. There are 4 of these positions that are going to be made available. So this is the first one. This is the one with the most downline underneath it at the time. So right now we're offering it for $2,000. As more people come into it, as it goes over 100 people in there, which is right at getting close to that, it goes over 100 people in there, the price will double. It will double. It will not be 2,000, it will be 4,000. So that's an investment you can purchase if you own that position outright, and it is already being built with serious leaders underneath it. I'll just name you some of the names of the people that are under it. Mark Stevens, Brian Fraser, Greg Phillips. Wida is in that downline, and we see her coming to training every day. She's learning how to be a recruiting monster. So Susan Saunders has positions under there. Marcus Brewer has a position underneath there. Macy and Jerry are under there. Beverly is under there. There are quite a few leaders in here among this. Gerald Williams. There's another one, Stephen Winters, Tanya Clark, are all in that downline under that position. So we know it's building, it's going to keep building, and nowhere to go here but, you know, into the big bucks. So remember, that position is worth at least a minimum of $65,000 a month, and it's well on its way with really close to about 100 people in there already. So $2,000 will buy you that position today. It is subject to rise as the downline increases underneath it. So anyway, those are some other options available to you. I expect that we're going to be blasting this thing out in the next couple of days, maybe to a weekish, something like that. And when we do, it's going to be very exciting. Most people will truly, truly get this. Now, the other thing that's happening right now is that on Monday, well, I'm going to save that for a surprise. I'm going to save it for a surprise. So just know that you really want to load your people up in here, because come Monday, there's going to be a special announcement, and it's going to cause an influx of new people coming into your downline. So get as many people as you can in here over the weekend, pump it up. See if you can get yourself maybe some partners to buy yourself maybe 10% of that founder's position, $1,000, get you a couple people together to buy into it. Then you know, whoever's in charge of it gets the money, y'all split it. However, you know, but I wouldn't miss out on getting part of that if you can. That's a forever deal. It's not going away. Oh, there's another thing. The people that bought into the original $23 matrix, the 3x matrix that we're in rebuild on, those founders positions, the founders positions that were in there, that shared pool is all being added into this straight force fed matrix over here. every one of those positions, all 36 of those positions is being added into this matrix. That's 36 positions coming in, randomly being placed in this build out. So that too is going to increase the numbers of positions filled in the 2x matrix build out. It's also going to put money into the hands of the founders, the original AAI founders who bought into those 36 positions, the counts that were made. So they're now going to be placed in a place where they're actually going to be accumulating substantial income very quickly. So there's finally going to be some really good payout going out there. So if you were part of that, know that, good news. That's good news. Anyway, do we have any questions here this morning? I'm not going to keep y'all long. We got anything we need to cover?
Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, I don't have a question, but I want to make a comment on how impressed I am with Rita. We worked together this morning and yesterday, and she's doing very well, coming along well. She's excited about it. I'm excited for her. But anyway, I also stopped in to tell you that we got another one this morning. So it took me a couple of hours to get it, but yeah, I got another one this morning. So I'll be checking in with them, get them to excited about the meetings and the calls and stuff. So I just want to let you know that everything's
wonderful.
Okay on my end. So yeah.
Rita's gonna be our next superstar. I just feel it.
She's really doing a great job. She's really into it. I'm really happy for her.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And I've been telling her upline, y'all better get on it here because we just gonna pass you up. Yeah, she's under some pretty strong people, but she's gonna be stronger than they are. I'm telling you, they do. She does what you guys do, what you and Susan do. She's going to be way stronger than they are. The majority of the population of AAI is the result of what you and Susan have done, and then those people doing some more. But had y'all not done what you were doing to bring those people in the first place, many, 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 many people that are in the school would have never been here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I know that because Joseph, I got him, and that was a real good asset for us right there. So yes, the universe just pulling this whole thing together for us. It's just, I don't think we're doing anything what we're supposed to be doing. So I'm excited for the
right. We're out to eradicate poverty. We can't lose,
and it's working.
Yeah,
I was gonna chime in and say
it's gonna be working better.
Hey,
and better.
Joseph. Hey, good morning, man. How you doing, buddy?
Boy, I'm out making my runs and deliveries, but I sure was gonna try. I was reaching for my phone in the car to say, "Yep, Robert, I'm approved that Robert's techniques work."
Yeah.
Right.
They're working now, and I'm willing to share it with anybody who wants to know what's happening, because I don't know how long it's going to continue to work. Because I've been doing it for a while now, and there are people moving in other directions. People say safe places don't work, but I'm here to tell you it's working for me right now. So let's stop working. I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, I think it all has to do really and truly, it has to do with the fact that you and Susan both are dedicated to the activity that you do for a certain amount of time every day.
I think you're right.
You give it a certain amount of time to actually be able to be effective. It takes, when you put, even in advertising in a newspaper or something, when you go by advertising in a newspaper, the first question you ask the newspaper is, how big is your circulation? That kind of tells you how many eyeballs might possibly see your ad.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then you know that only a very small percentage of the people who get the publication are actually going to see your ad, especially if you don't have a front page ad or a back page ad. That's why they cost so much more. Front page and back page ads always cost much, much more. Then the next price down is to the inside of the front page, the front 2 pages. If you don't get on there, chances of people seeing your ads becomes less and less and less. They cost a little less, but still it's expensive because advertising is expensive and they know they can charge for it. They know you need it. So, these traffic exchanges are much cheaper than buying printed advertisement or TV advertisement or radio advertisement, much, 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 much cheaper. But at the same time, you got to look at The more you have out there, the bigger the circulation is. That's why these traffic exchanges, it's very, very important that there's a lot of people already using them. That gives you more eyeballs that are going to see your stuff. The bigger that population of people is that's involved in that, registered into that particular traffic exchange. So this is one thing we have to do with our traffic exchange. Now, one way that we're going to be able to build that population really big, really fast is because of the compensation plan. But if people don't, if you don't have enough people that at your fingertips that are going to see it, and then if you don't put it out there often enough, now Robert and Susan do it every single day. Every single day, they're putting ads out every single day. And what they're also doing is what's called filling the pipeline. You got to get enough advertisement out there, enough stuff being all over the place so that you get enough people inquiring about it. When they inquire, they're filling your pipeline. Your view leads area, that's your pipeline. They're not customers yet. They're just prospects. All they are is prospects. They're still just prospects. They're in the school with you. They can see your money train, but they're really just prospects. You have to reach out to them to close the deal. You got to go a little step further. Very few people will just activate into something on their own without a little bit of a nudge, a push, little passive persuasion. You want to get really good at the art of passive persuasion, how you word things so they don't feel like they're being pushed, but really you are. You're pushing them. You're giving them a little nudge, but you're saying it in such a way that they think it's their idea to do it, not that you pushed them. The trick to getting people to do what you want them to do is to say what you want them to do in such a way that it instills an idea in their head that makes them want to do that thing. When they want to do that thing, then you're successful. You got it. If you make them want it, make them want it. Say something that triggers them and makes them want it. The words shoulda, coulda, woulda, never use those when you're talking to a prospect. You should do this. You should do that. No, never use those words with a prospect. You will only alienate them. If somebody tells you you should do something, what's your first thing that happens? Whoop, big wall comes up. Get back, get away from me. Don't tell me what I should do. So be careful about your wordage when you're talking to your prospects, but you do need to be talking to them. You need to be putting stuff out there that motivates them to make that next move, bring them to action. Do you know what you're missing out on? Hey, have you logged into the school? Have you seen what's going on? Do you know what you're missing out on? That last sentence, first of all, I talked about, have you logged into the school? Do you know what's going on? So first of all, I've asked them a question that's a yes or no. Yes or no, they haven't. Okay, so do you know what's going on? Have you been there? Do you know what's going on? They kind of like going, well, what's going on? People pique their curiosity. And then the next question, do you know what you're missing out on? Creates fear of loss. Oh, what am I missing out on? Well, what is it? That's going to bring them to action. Those three statements right there. If you just say those three things in your emails, contact them. Hey, have you logged into your back office of AAI? Do you know what's going on? Do you know what you're missing out on? Simple. No, what am I missing out on? Well, log in. Let me show you. Listen to this recording. Listen to the recordings. Are you getting the emails? If you're not getting the emails, let me get that fixed for you. What email address do you have registered to your AAI account? Let me go check it out and make sure it works. Let me check out why you're not getting the emails. Maybe look in your spam, make sure they're not in your spam, and tell them to be sure and make admin at Acquisition Alliance, INC, a contact in a contact list. That will help make sure they get the emails. So yeah, anyway, you're filling the pipeline by putting ads out there. You're getting attraction, but you got to do it enough that people, you actually get people that have seen it 2, 3, 4, 5 times. People typically don't act or do anything till they've seen or heard something 3, 4, 5 times. That's why I have to keep repeating myself over and over and over. People don't act until they see or hear something generally about 4 or 5 times. The average person buying a car will go back to the car lot 4 or 5 times before they decide to buy that car. They don't just buy it on the first, And that's why those salesmen keep calling you and hounding you, because they want to make sure that you don't forget about that car they showed you, that they spent their time showing to you. They want to make sure you keep that car at the top of the list of your considerations. They want you back in their office closing a deal. So, that's how they make money. They know they got to close the deal. They got to follow up. It's called follow up. Got to follow up. You get people in your view leads area. They are in your pipeline, but they're not a customer yet. They're not moving any money yet. Till people start moving money, you don't got nothing there. You did all that work. You did all that, advertising, whatever. You got them in. Now you got to close the deal. You got to do some follow up. Bring them to action. Motivate them to move. I see a couple of hands up. What's up, Beverly?
Yes. So you mentioned about the $23, those people.
Right.
And I have quite a few of them. I was talking about the other day. So you said they're gonna move over.
No,
But-
no,
Okay,
that's not what I said.
okay.
I said the people who were the original part of the foundation of AAI
Yes,
bought into a pool. They bought 36 positions were combined, created and combined, and the people who bought parts of that would get a percentage of all 36 positions combined. Well, those 36 positions were placed in that matrix under people who never produced. So there was no spillover, there was no activity going on. And, but of course that was a 3x matrix, so it's very wide. A 3x matrix winds up being very, very wide, very, very fast. You will see that even with a 2x matrix, it starts getting pretty wide, pretty fast. But as long as everybody gets there too, it's okay. And that's what the average person will do. And I will tell you, this is the main reason why the downfall of the 3x, the original $23 matrix, which was an extremely powerful compensation plan. 9 levels into it, you were rocking out $400,000. Of course, it wasn't on a reoccurring monthly basis. It was only as people filled up those levels. Well, people showed us that still the statistics are still the truth. The average person will only sponsor 2.5 people. 2.5 people. That's 2.5 people, not 3. Not 3. And you can't get a half a person. So that means 2 people. The average person coming into anything will sponsor 2 people. And then they don't do anymore. That's average, statistically, the truth. And it's been that way for as long as I can look back. From the time I first started working these matrices and any kind of compensation plans. That's a long time. We're talking early 80s. So
what is gonna happen to
So
their
what-
positions? Will they still be
no,
able
those
to
positions are
train?
still in. No, those positions are still in that $23 matrix, but have you put anybody in there? So we just shut
Yeah,
it
that's
down.
what I'm saying.
And
I
so
have
let me
5
finish.
people.
Let me finish. So that matrix wasn't moving. It was not moving at all. And I'm not responsible for what people do or do not do. The matrix plan was there and the matrix plan worked, and the people who were working it were getting paid. Now, let me point out one other thing there. All you paid there, all you ever paid, it was not a reoccurring monthly payment. All you ever paid was $23 one time. Nobody in there lost any money or suffered any big risk. What they bought was education, and they got a lot of it. With me on the calls 2 times a day, every day for the last 2 years, they have gotten a ton of training. A ton of training for their 23 measly little dollars. All $23, which most people, if they did get their 2 people, or 3 people, they got it back because they got a referral bonus of $5 for each person. So most people even got back all of their $23 if they did anything at all. But very few people ever did what they needed to do to fill out the levels and get those bigger payments, to get those big payments. So obviously the 3-by matrix was just requiring one person too many for anybody to get. That's the bottom line to that. It was simply a 3-by matrix. All anybody had to do was get 3 people, but they weren't doing it. They were barely getting their 2 people. So only the super performers who created spillover filled up levels and got level payments out of it. And that's not what I wanted to see. I wanted to see everybody get all of those level payments, but it wasn't happening. So I shut it down to reconfigure it. And it's now coming back as a 2-by force-fed matrix. Anybody who's in AAI and wants to participate now in this, they're just going to have to activate this. I can't activate it for them. They got to activate it and come in with their own $20. They all have it at their fingertips, and they all have been getting emails since I started talking about this, going out into their emails about what's going on. Get into the pre-launch, secure your position. They're already here in the school. That's why I keep saying,
so in other words,
let me finish. I'm not finished. What a pitiful crying shame if some of these people that were here in the beginning in the $23 matrix don't activate their account for the in this pre-launch on this on both the NMAS and on the new NMAS and the new $23 matrix. I mean, not $23 matrix, the new avatar matrix. It is the new thing that's going to take the place of the old thing, but they have to activate it. And they haven't lost any money. They got a ton of training for $23, and most of them got their $23 back in the $5 referral bonus. Think about it. You only needed 4 people, $5. You got a $2 profit on that if you even brought in that many people. But who did? If you don't do what's necessary to be done, you can't blame nobody but yourself. Certainly don't come trying to blame me. Certainly don't do that. Oh, don't do that to yourself. Don't do that. You're responsible for making things happen here. You're being gifted with the weapons and the tools to make things happen so you can turn on millions of dollars. It's not my responsibility to do it for you. It's your responsibility to take advantage of it and do what's required of you to make it done, to get it done, to make it happen. There are people that were in that $23 deal that paid the one-time payment of $23. And you know what? They collected. How much money, Susan Saunders, are you on here? Collected thousands of dollars in there because she filled up the levels and she pretty much did it by herself. She got the $5 bonus. She made a bunch of other people earn their level payment, and she got level payments. But who was helping her? And I kept watching this going, this isn't right. And I'm going to take this down. It's not right for people to just live off of Susan's efforts. Make everybody make $400,000 out of it. Ridiculous. So I changed it to something that would reproduce income every single month. And all anybody has to do is get their 2 people. Just get your 2 people. Get your 2 people. It's simple, it's easy, and you got a product here that you can actually use to close the deal with. This is simple and easy, and you're not going to get $65,000 anywhere else this simple, this easy. You're just not. Now, nobody over there lost a thing. Nobody. They got more than their money's worth of training in network marketing, tons of it, tons of it. And if they did anything at all, they got their $5 on each personally sponsored people, and they got their money back. So nobody lost anything there. Now the founders who put up money and bought 36 positions, that those 36 positions also, they were scattered out among people that were supposed to be leaders that turned out not to be leaders, and they didn't create any spillover into those positions. And so those positions did not acquire the money that they should have. So I, myself, am going to activate those 36 positions into this 2x matrix. And all of you who have bought your VIPs, as I bring in those 36 positions, you'll know who they are because they're celebrity names on them. They're well-known people from history. You see one of those show up in your downline, you know what that is. That's one of those founders positions from the original build out of AAI. They're going to get slammed in here in and under people who have started producing. If you're producing and you're full through 3 levels in the avatar build out or in the traffic exchange, I mean the not the traffic exchange, but the money train, but they're first going into the avatar build out. Then they're going to be also added into the money train build out. So they're going to be in both of those compensation plans, all 36 of them. But I'm looking for people who have sponsored at least filled their 3rd level. Then I'm going to throw one of those positions underneath you. It's kind of a bonus to you. And it's the way that I'm going to help our people who were the original founders of AAI. So if you were one of those people, know that those positions are about to be placed where they're going to start actually having an income coming into them. And if you're building, there's you a little bit more incentive to build. For every person who has 3 levels full, another one of those positions is going to get activated.
So Lysol, in other words, one of my people have things on the money train. Will her money train
The
disappear?
money train is not being affected right now, but it will be. They'll all be getting notification as
Okay.
they program it in. That is a product and a service of value. And as it's
Okay.
programmed in, everybody's going to have to activate in the money train build out as the money train goes live. People who were already in NMAS and paid their $30 within the last 28 days, they will be grandfathered into that build out. They're grandfathered in. And their first
Okay.
payment is grandfathered.
That's
If they
my
paid within the
question.
last 28 days, they are grandfathered. Now, anybody else who has the money train opened is going to have to activate their account. They're gonna find that they're gonna close. The money train
Okay,
is gonna go invisible to their downline, and to get it back open, they're gonna have to activate NMAS.
oh, but they will keep their downline.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, okay, so that was my question. What will happen to her money
but now the
train?
downline in the $23 matrix build out is completely separate. Don't confuse any compensation
So
plan
she
with
will
another.
lose
will
her
all-
downline.
That compensation plan is dead.
Okay, all
We shut
right,
it down months ago. You can't even see it anymore.
okay, I just want to understand it so I can
Everybody's
explain
gonna
it.
have to
Okay,
reactivate themselves. Their account is still with you. They're still following you on the money train. But they're
right,
gonna have to for them, you gotta understand what the money train is. Some people are confused about what the money train is. The money train is not your downline in the formation of any particular compensation plan. The money train is that area that opens up in your back office and shows the people you have recruited to the school, your personal recruits, what you are involved in network marketing. That is the money train. That's the money train. When I talk about learn how to ride the money train, I'm talking about learning how to go shopping on your sponsors' depot links. The money train is that area where you put your links. It is not your downline in one or the other specific compensation plans. A compensation plan, a build out, is unique unto its own, and the people who have activated there are in there according to who activated first. This is why your people that were sitting in that $23 matrix, the old $23 matrix, they need to get in this build out right now, because new people are coming in, and they're not going to be coming in underneath them if they don't have their positions secure.
they're not interested, they're not interested, so, you
Well,
know,
their money
That's-
train
that's
area
it.
is subject to closing once the new NMAS is activated.
that's fine, that's
Yeah.
fine.
That's the way it will be. I mean, you know,
Question.
it's,
Question for you, Lisa.
Uh-huh.
Is the money, is your money train shareable, or is only available to the ones that you signed up personally?
Only your
Can you see
personal
somebody
signups
else's?
can see it. Mm-hmm.
So nobody else sees your money train?
No, 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 no. Mm-mm. No. We're here to help you build a downline of your own that's following you and only you in their financial journey.
Right. If they're on your money train, they should be, you know, they're one of your people anyway, right?
Now, if they're in your view leads area, they're able to ride on your money train.
Absolutely. And everybody should be on, like I was listening to Beverly, if you got a bunch of people that's, I understand what she's saying about not being interested, but to me, that's the first thing you want to do is get them on that train and
Well,
introduce them. Like
they're
that.
they're already enrolled and they already
you could
have
do
the
for so
money train
much,
open.
you know, you could talk to you blue in the face if they're not
It's
interested.
their
they're
loss.
not
Oh, I
It's
know.
their loss. If they're not getting this, it's their loss.
Yeah, and they've been
You know,
there
I'm
for
gonna
a
move
while.
the school
They've
in the
tuned in.
direction.
They've
Here's the
Oh,
tuned
thing.
into,
Beverly,
they've
when you start
tuned
getting
into
out,
the classes and they're not
Beverly, listen,
interested.
Beverly, when you start getting out of that limo, when you start getting out of that limo, that's between all them people. Listen, my whole family right now is down in Florida. My mother's birthday is today. She's turning 90. And
Oh, wow,
and
congratulations.
Sammy Sam in Jamaica, she's turning 30 today.
Oh my goodness.
But my whole family's down
Yeah,
there.
I wished her a happy birthday.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, my
Sammy's
whole
there.
family's down there in Florida, but me.
Hmm,
And
hmm.
but that's okay. This thing's gonna hit when it does, and I got my limo.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
here's
that's
the thing
okay.
you got to understand though, Beverly. This is what everybody's really got to understand. If I don't see people making money, I know we got a problem. And I'm going to be looking for the solution. I'm not going to let it go on very long before I say, this isn't working. How do I make it better? I am always thinking in that mode. How do I improve things? And whether people understand it or not, I am not going to be held back by people who can't move with change and move forward. We will make the changes necessary. We will do what we have to do to make improvements and to always elevate ourselves. We're not going to stay stuck somewhere, especially if it's not working. We're going to always do what we got to do to make the changes and move forward, advance in this battle to kill poverty. I'm not going to kill any poverty if nobody's making any money. So I had to make changes. Now, really and truly, what are they getting out of that money train area? If they're not even coming to class here, they're not tapped in, they're not tuned in, and they're not making any money on the $23 matrix, what is that money train area really doing for them? They're missing the big boat here. They haven't even gotten in the life raft, barely. They got one leg up in it because they got the money train opened up and got their links on it. But is anybody really going there and looking at their stuff? If they were recruiting people in this school that are actually going to see their money train, I would see them coming to class here just like y'all come. They're not doing anything. They're not using that money train. What are they so protective of it for? Why are they worried about it closing up? They're not using it anyway. So, you know, if they really want the value of the money train, they need to get people into the school and get them on the calls and get them to understand the value of how to use the money train. They don't even know how to use the money train. How many people did they sponsor? These people that are all worried about the money train shutting on them and them not being able, their people not being able to see their money train. How many people did they sponsor in anything, the school or any of those things in this last month or two or three? Did they
Well,
even
one of them is part of GDI, and she brought in a few people in GDI, and she brought in, she just recently brought in someone to AAI. She's trying to promote it, but she didn't want to lose her money train, but it's okay.
Well, she's not going to lose the GDI.
That's it.
You get one link for free on there. They're not going to lose the GDI.
Oh, she has the GDI, so it's okay.
Yeah, GDI is always going to be there. Always going to be there.
I'm not going to keep fighting, running after them, and that's it.
No,
I'm just going
don't.
to tell them,
Don't.
no.
If they
So-
can't understand what's going on and if
And
they're
I don't
members of
care. I
the
don't care anymore. I have
Yeah.
to move
Yeah,
on.
move on. Find some other people that get it, Beverly. Don't drag dead horses around
The
their
only
head.
thing I wanted to
It'll
know
hurt your
is get
back.
the information from you on what's going to happen so I can
Mhm.
inform them properly. That's why I asked
That
you.
area is you get one link for free, and if you're not participating, as we break loose with
Okay,
the new
I got it.
NMAS, the new NMAS that activates the money train, if you're not participating in that $20 a month deal and bringing people in so you get it for free, well, sorry. You know, I can't, you know, we're trying to move people to action. If they really like that money train thing, then they're gonna move to action. They're gonna activate and they're gonna go get some more people that are gonna activate it, and they're actually gonna then make some money. They're just keeping money from themselves. Anybody who's not really grabbing hold of what's going on here and getting busy with it, they're just really pushing money away. That's all they're doing. They're pushing money away. And they don't even realize it. They're just pushing money away. The money's out there, y'all. It's so easy to get. If you just get on board with what we're doing, just follow the lead. Part of the money train in the first place is about following the person in front of you, do what they do, the money gets turned on. You sign up in something, the people you show it to all sign up, the people they show it to all sign up, the people they show it to all sign up. Don't you make money out of everything? Yeah, that's how you make money in these programs. You get people to sign up, they get people to sign up, who get people to sign up, who get people to sign up. Problem is, people don't know how to get people to stay in. And you got a perfect example of it right there. They don't want to move up to the thing that's going to put the money out. You got to understand, building the money train is about you bringing people to the school who then see the things you put on the money train. You're following the person in front of you. You're putting the things that they're doing on your money train. You're activating things with them. First of all, GDI, it's cheap and easy. 14 Eagles, it's only $6. Do it. Just do it. And then third, activate these 2x matrix. Get your money train opened up because, you know, NMAS, it's going to be imperative. The third step here for everybody coming into school is that money train, the NMAS. As soon as we launch this compensation plan, which is going up on both the traffic exchange and the avatars, both simultaneously. So it's going to be activate GDI, put that on your links on your money train because it's a free one. You got a one spot there. You can put a link in for free. Make it GDI. People you bring in, they're going to do the same thing. You're going to activate 14 Eagles, GDI, and then the money train. So the money train will open up and you can put unlimited links. Then you put all your other links on there. And then you activate avatars. And then you activate traffic exchange. Because that costs a little more. We leave it at the end. Do the cheap stuff first. Follow the person in front of you. Everybody duplicates that activity. Duplication, duplication, duplication. People you bring to the school, they do the same thing. Activate 14 Eagles, activate GDI, put their GDI link on their money train area. Then activate NMAS so the money train opens up. Now they can put all their links on there. Now activate an avatar. Now activate the traffic exchange. Get busy advertising with your avatar about the avatars and the school and then activate your traffic exchange as soon as you can afford it. A lot of you have already bought your pre-launch, and there's some of you paid $60 to get that position in there already. We're now dropped that down to $20. But everybody needs to get these in this pre-launches. When we have pre-launches going on, if they don't hurry up and activate in the pre-launch, they're going to be missing out because the new people are coming in and the new people are bringing in new people. And all the while, those new people could have been under you in any one of these pre-launches, but you didn't activate it. You didn't activate in the pre-launch. So now they're going to get in there before you, and you're going to come in somewhere underneath them. And, you know, I mean, get in there before they get there. You were here first. You already knew how to ride the money train. You already knew how this game plays out. Everybody just loads in behind each other. You know, some people are missing the boat. I don't know. Maybe their elevator doesn't go all the way up. I don't know what to do about that, but don't miss the boat. If you can add 2 and 2, if you can multiply any number by 2, don't miss the boat. It's just that simple. It really is. You know, sometimes I have to scratch my head, and sometimes I beat my head on the wall. What does it take to get people to understand here? You know, how hard can it be? What am I not saying? How am I not saying? I've said it 100 million ways, different ways. What am I not saying that they're not getting it? How easy this is. Just get in. Just get in. Don't miss out. Just activate and get in. And all the people behind you do the same thing, who do the same, and their people do the same thing, whose people do the same thing, whose people do the same thing, and everybody's rolling in the money. It is so easy. So easy. And then you got them jumping into all the other stuff you got on the money train because they got expendable income that they're not worried about. They need a tax deduction. Okay, I'll go put some money over here, put that thing on my money train. And there are people who are looking at that money train going, oh, what's over here? You know, I got expendable income. I need a tax deduction. What you got over here in here I can activate now? So they grab something, put that link on their money train, and their people do the same thing, who do the same thing, who do the same thing. And nobody even cares what the products are. How easy can it be to get people to sign up with you and stay in something with you than that? You don't even have to sell the product. They're just shopping to make a tax deduction. Let's see. Okay, I'll choose this one here. I got enough money to activate that. I'll choose that one. Stick it on my money train. There you go. And then there are people doing the same thing. You know what just blows my mind, and I just go ballistic every time I see it? Y'all marketing other stuff. When I see y'all marketing some other stuff, I'm like, put it on your money train, stay focused, markets the school, and you will have all kinds of people signing up behind you, who sign up behind them, who sign up behind them, and all that other stuff. But y'all are out there dividing your focus, dividing your attention from bringing the people in the school and building your forever team. You're still out there marketing all this other stuff. What part of this don't you get? How many different ways can I say it? What is it going to take for me to get through? If you'll stay focused on building your money, your leads up, your view leads in the school, you're going to wind up with downline in all those other things. But market the school, let them find out about your other stuff, because they come here and listen to me talk about the money train, and they go there and just go shopping for it. You got to remember, you got so many hours in the day. What's the most effective advertising you can put out there? What kind of advertising can you put out there that's going to do you the most good in the long run? You can only post so many ads in a day because there's only so many minutes in a day that you can do it, you know, that you're going to allot for it. Are you going to post some things that maybe something will get in there, somebody will stay in there, and a few of the school where everybody's going to come in with you and everybody's going to stay with you forever? Which one are you going to advertise? Where is your time best spent? Where's your effort best spent? All that other stuff, there will always be other stuff out there. There will always be new stuff out there. But you're never going to build a downline in any of it that's going to stick if you don't bring them in the school first. Bring them in the school first, then let them learn what's on your money train. As they're looking for, as they've already made money in the 2-by matrix, GDI, they got all this money coming in from these simple, easy little ways that we make things happen here. And they've learned how to ride the money train. So now they're just going to go shopping instead of looking to buy something else, getting something else. They're just going to go shopping on your money train and sign up with you and stuff. And put that thing on their money train. And their people are going to do the same thing. Why are y'all out there marketing other stuff? It blows my mind. I can't believe it. I'm like, well, you know, I'm in a lot of other stuff too. I'm in more stuff than any of y'all probably. But do you see me ever market any of it? No. Do I have downline and money coming in from it? Yes. Why? It's on my money train, and my personally sponsored people can see it. They activate it, and then they go put it on their money train, and their personally sponsored people can see it. They activate it and go put it on their money train. I don't even talk to y'all about all that stuff. Get the bigger picture here. Get your head screwed on. Get your head screwed on. You're missing out. You're dividing your focus and your attention when you could be building a diversified income with stable downline that's not going to drop out. But you got to move everybody through the cheap stuff first and prove to them they can get that money back. And then they're getting in so much money, they can now afford to activate that more expensive stuff with you. They're not going to activate all of it at one time. They're going to activate the little cheapy stuff, GDI, 14 Eagles. They're going to activate the little cheapy stuff. And I'm trying to provide for you the cheapest stuff possible. I can't hardly get under $20, guys. If I could do stuff on $10, but we already have GDI at $10. I can't even get y'all to grab that one. You know, sometimes trying to make money is like dragging a herd of turtles up a mountain. Sea turtles. It shouldn't be this hard. My prayer every night is, God, why is it so hard to make these people make money? Why does it have to be so hard? Obviously, we have what we need to do it. We have what we need to eradicate poverty. Why is it so hard? All they have to do is get two people to understand this. Just two. Just two. Just two that can wrap their head around it. Everybody just get two that can actually wrap their head around it. Guys, at this stage of the game, this call every morning should have hundreds of people in here. Hundreds. I'm going to tell you why it's not that way. Y'all aren't focused on this. You're really not. I see what you post out there. I see what you're doing. You're not teaching people to ride the money train. You're not teaching them how to turn on reliable, dependable income. You're just still pushing that passive residual income. Everybody's been pushing that forever, but nobody's ever experienced reliable and dependable. I'm going to tell you what, my GDI money that comes in every month is reliable and dependable. I know it's coming every single month. Every single month. When these monthly things are activated, the avatar and the money train thing, that's money in your pocket every single month. You're going to be able to budget your bills on that. But only if you've gotten your people to wrap their head around what we're doing here with this money train thing. And they get it. And they go get two more, who go get two more, who go get two more, who go get two more. And we're forcing money into people's wallets. And they're like, you know what? This is working. This is working. I see this working. There's money coming in my wallet every month, every month. I know right now you're at a little bit of a disadvantage because you haven't experienced it yet, but it's only days away from you. And right now you could be experiencing it with the GDI thing. We've been doing GDI since spring. How many of you have five who have five who have five? That was a 1 week plan. You get your five your first week, they get their five the first week. It's $10 a person. It's a no-brainer. $10 a person. You get your five your first week. They don't even have to spend the $10. Just sign up and make the account. They're going to spend the $10 for 7 days later. In 7 days, you could have five who have five who have five. Nobody paid any money yet. But if you were at the top of that, you would certainly pay that $10 because you can see in the downline report, you got all those people underneath you. 3,905 people to be exact, $3,905 that month you could have because you got your five in your first week, who got their five in their first week, who got their five in their first week, $3,905 in the first week. How many of you got your five in your first week? Nobody had to spend a penny in their first week. They didn't even get charged. But if they didn't go get their five, who didn't pay a penny either, who didn't go get their five, who didn't pay a penny either, who didn't go get their five, who didn't pay a penny either, 7 days of that, you're full. You got 7 levels of people in there. You know, in 7 days, you could have 7 levels of people. At least you could have 5 levels. you know, everybody got 5. So $3,905 would have cranked out. You'd have seen, they would all been charged on the 8th day, they all got charged. And you can see $3,900 in your commissions. You gotta make it happen yourself. And if you're dividing your attention and you're scattered all over the place doing this and that and this and that, I'll tell you one thing, I gotta hand it to Beverly. She grabbed a hold of 14 Eagles and she works it all day, every day, but she's going way and beyond. She's spending a lot of her time helping people who can't comprehend, they can comprehend the money. This is the interesting thing. They can comprehend the money. I think it's because they're so hungry, but they don't have access to computers. They don't have technical knowledge. So she's hand walking all these people through all this training. That takes up a lot of time, And it's costing Beverly dearly, because that same time invested into bringing people into GDI, she would already have, look how many people are in your 14 Eagles downline. Convert all those people now over into GDI. If they could have
And
gotten,
let me tell you, they're ready. They are
yeah,
ready.
if they could all gotten credit
Yeah.
cards, Beverly would have
They're
already been making the $3,905 there.
They're ready. I gotta help them get the money and get to the level for 14 Eagles.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So
we got a good
you know,
plan.
and they'll be able to come into the $20 program because we're going to let them participate
yeah.
with cryptocurrency. We're going to
Yeah.
make an exception for those guys in countries that cannot get OG Pay. But guys, we really need everybody to get the OG Pay wallet, get it activated, because it takes a few days for that to verify with your bank accounts and this, that, and the other. Make sure everybody's got their OG Pay wallet set up before we launch the avatars and the new NMAS program. Please make sure they have that wallet set up. Absolutely. You can't keep using Cash App. Cash App is destined to lock up people's money, and I can't have people sending cash AAI, massive amounts of Cash App every day. Cash App is likely to lock up all of everybody's money. Little payments here and there, that's okay. But when it starts being big bucks going through Cash App, they're going to get suspicious about it. OG Pay knows what's going on. They're not going to lock your money up. Get out of Cash App, get into OG Pay. Quick. Everybody. Worldwide. And it's going to make it difficult for us for those we have people who are operating with the Tron. I mean, we're going to, you got to think about it. You may be paying in Tron, but we got to pay the people up above you that aren't using Tron. Their preferred method is, we're just going to have everybody put in their Tron address. Some people are just going to have to accept some Tron payment because we're going to be getting in so much of it from other countries. So if we don't have enough USD dollars sitting in our OG Pay account to pay out to you, then we're going to have to substitute and pay you with Tron, because we're going to have so many people in third world countries. That's the only way they can participate. It's the only way we can take the money in. It's the only way we can pay you, but you can just cash it out. It's got to look at it like it's money you never would have had you not signed up, and had those guys not signed up too. So it may cost you a little bit to cash out your money, but it's just the way it is. It's going to cost us money to send it out, and it's going to mess up our compensation plan. But it is the way it is. We'll find a workaround one way or another. We're just going to keep it in USDT TRC20. That's what everybody's going to have to operate on. So anyway, Joanne's got her hand up here.
Yes, and it's numb by now.
I'm sorry.
I
Well,
hate
good
when
thing
that
it's an artificial intelligence hand.
Anyway, I was wondering, this 25 to what is it, to put in 25, what is it, $25
For what?
for the spreadsheet, for the oh, I don't even,
The VIPs,
the avatar
the
spreadsheet.
the avatars. The
Yeah,
avatars right now, the generic ones are 20.
No, no, but on the spreadsheet that we've, some of us have come into.
VIPs.
The
The
VIP.
spreadsheets have to do with the VIP,
Oh, okay.
getting your position, your very important position placed. So that's also
So-
$20.
No. I think we're talking about two different things. and I'm still tired from the whole week. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
The investor position is what I'm.
The
talking
investor
about.
position.
The $25. You say, you never gave us an amount.
Yeah, I
If
did.
we paid him 25, what would that
Yeah.
come to a month?
That is, let me go back and look at it. It was 0.10%. So it's like 10 cents on the dollar.
So what is it? Does not compute. Those are like
Well,
a
if
hundred.
you have a dollar, you're getting 10 cents for every dollar it comes in. Into that position,
So,
you're getting 10 cents for every dollar that comes into that position. $65,000 come in there.
yeah. Divided by 10 cents?
No. No, you're getting 10 cents for every dollar.
So 65
Here, I'll do,
cents divided by 10
it's gonna
cents.
be, it's not a whole lot, but it's not, you're not spending a whole lot, $25.
Right, so is it what, like $20 or $30?
Yeah,
or-
here, I'll do the math. It would be, like $60, I think. I think it's
Well,
right at like $60. If it's making 65,000, you're getting 10 cents on the dollar, you're looking at about $60 there.
6 cents.
Mhm.
All right, just wanted to know. All right, thank you.
Yeah. So,
Thank you.
but I
very
still
much.
have his reserved at the price. I've been holding it for him, so. as
I
soon
know,
as
but
we
the
get
money's
that-
not gonna come in for like 4 to 5 days. Doesn't show up
Wow.
into my account.
Hmm.
That's what they said.
10 cents on the dollar. The 65.
So,
Oh, you say 65.
at least
65,000.
it's on its,
65.
huh?
Maybe it's $65.
Oh.
6,500. Let me
60.
see.
65,000 and 6,500.
Yeah, 6,500. Not 10% though. 0.10. It's not even 1%.
1% would be $650.
So it's about $65 that come in every month.
Yeah, it's $65. That's what I said.
Yeah, right.
0.10%,
Okay,
not
Well,
1%,
right.
0.10%.
Okay,
So it's like
Now-
10 cents on the dollar.
okay. Now, like I said, the money won't free up for my friend and for 4 to 5 days into my account. Okay,
Okie dokie. So
at least we
I'm
got-
holding it for him because of the, I know that the money was there. I saw it. So I've been holding, I'm holding it for him for that price.
Okay,
We are gonna be raising the price on it. So.
I understand.
mhm.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And as far as everybody, the people I've been communicating with online, they all like their own programs, but I understand what
Of
you're
course they
saying.
do. Of course they do. They've got money and time invested in it. They thought it was great. That's why they signed up. That's what
Exactly.
you have to overcome. This is why
Right.
you point out to them that the school has set marketing tools and training to help them be more successful. You're not
Right.
trying to convert them to the school. You're trying to show them that the school can help them. That's the approach to take, not to try to say, oh, I got something
Right.
better, or I got something else for you to do.
Right, I get that. I get it. It makes more sense, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
All righty, guys. Joseph, can I call on you to close this out? Beverly, you want to get in, we'll do the affirmation, I mean, the Robert's already
Okay.
gone. We'll just do the pledge and then have Joseph close us out. So,
Yes.
cool. All righty, big enough?
Let
I don't
me
see anything.
Oh, it's not sharing. Okay, I gotta share. I'm sorry. I
Oh.
shared it. All righty.
All right, yes, that's big enough. Okay. I have been blessed
I have been
I've been
blessed
with the knowledge and the weapon
with the knowledge
Knowledge
and the
and the
weapon
weapon
that will eradicate poverty
that will
that will
eradicate
eradicate poverty
simply and easily.
simply and
simply
easily.
and easily.
I have the power
I have the power
and the solution
and the
and the
solution
solution
to help end the problems
to
to
help
help
in
in the problems
that poverty breeds.
poverty
that
breed.
poverty breeds.
I am an intricate part
I'm an
I am an
interest
intricate part
of ending the suffering
of ending the
in
suffering
the suffering
of millions of people
of millions
of
of
millions
people
of people
around the world.
around the
around the
world.
world.
I respect and honor
I
I
respect
respect and honor
the privilege and ability
the
the
privilege and
privilege
authority
and ability
that have been bestowed on me
that
that
has
has
been
been
bestowed
bestowed
on me
on me
to make a difference in poverty.
to make a
to make a
difference.
difference in poverty.
I will not waste time.
I will not waste time.
I hasten to the call of duty
I
I
hasten to
hasten to the call of duty
and pledge to give my best
and
and
pledge
pledge to give my best
every day to this cause
every
every
day
day to this cause
in the interest of all mankind.
in the
in the
interest
interest of all
mankind.
mankind.
Before my God,
Before my
Before my
God,
God,
who wants his people to prosper,
who wants his
who
people.
wants his people to prosper,
I make this pledge.
I make this
I make
pledge.
this pledge.
Semper Fi.
Semper
Semper
Fi. All right. God bless. Joseph, are you there?
Didn't he say he was out? He was driving.
guess so.
somewhere.
Right, that he was out doing
All
something.
right. Well, God bless everybody. Today is
Okay.
Saturday. We got a weekend of doing what we do.
God bless you.
Those of
I'm
you who
doing-
are on it know that I do appreciate you, and those that you will talk to will someday be grateful to you as well. God bless. I will see y'all. Just holler out if you need me.
Thank
Okay, thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lizelle, for everything.
Thank you.
All right.